Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Frugal Mommy. My name is Jocelyn, and if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. And today we're making something very dear to my heart. Macaroni and cheese, vegan style. This month, since it's November and we have Thanksgiving coming up, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to make some soul food, but vegan. And a lot of people think that you can't do that, so I'm here to show you that vegan mac and cheese can exist, and it does, and we're going to make some ooey gooey goodness. So stay tuned. So the ingredients you'll need for this are 5 tablespoons of vegan butter, 5 tablespoons of flour, 2 cups of coconut milk, 7-ounce bag of vegan cheddar cheese, 7-ounce bag of vegan pepper jack cheese, 7-ounce block of vegan cheddar cheese, 4-ounce box of vegan cream cheese, and noodles of your choice. You'll also need 1/2 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of salt to taste, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. You need to cook your noodles. I'm using the Aldi's brand rigatoni. You can use anything you want. I just decided to use these. So to make your roux, vegan roux, you need your own vegan butter. I'm using Earth Balance, the original brand, and you need 5 tablespoons. Regular all-purpose flour. You can use almond flour if you're feeling really healthy, but it's not necessary. I'm really just eyeballing everything. Even though I am using utensils to measure out everything, it's not perfect because it doesn't have to be. You're making mac and cheese, like, come on. So for this process right here, you definitely want to make it like a roux. It's going to begin to thicken, and you really want it to be this consistency, like buttery and brown once you add that flour in. And to thicken this up, we will add a cup of coconut milk. So that's what we will be adding right now. Coconut milk that I'm using is the Whole Foods brand. Well, it's in Whole Foods. It's so delicious. I normally use Aldi's because it's cheaper, but today we're using this. So you pour that in there, and then you really want to just whisk it. And now you want to go ahead and add in your cheeses. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm adding in my pepper jack cheese, and I already used the 1/2 bag already, so I'm just going to empty this out. So you want 1/2 bag. And you stir that in there. It'll begin to melt slowly, and you'll start to see that it has a consistency just like regular mac and cheese when you have to make a roux. Now I am adding in my other 1/2 of vegan cheddar cheese, and these are just the shreds. I don't have the cutting board collection, but if you find the cutting board collection, you definitely want to buy that because it melts differently, but this melted fine for me. Aldi's also has vegan cheese now, so I'm definitely promoting that. To save a little bit of coin, you can go to Aldi's and use their vegan cheese because it is actually available at a cheaper grocer. So I would take advantage of that. I think that you can make it taste just like this, and just because it's cheaper, I think that's more of a reason to try it out. They even have vegan cream cheese, and I've tasted it. It tastes gross, don't get me wrong, but you can make a vegan mac and cheese out of it and still enjoy that. So you should definitely try it. Right now I am whisking my roux still. You see that it is thickening up. We will add a little bit more coconut milk to this just to loosen it, and then we'll go ahead and add in our seasonings. So next we are using Kite Hill vegan cream cheese. There's so many vegan cream cheese brands out there. Pick one that you like. I used Kite Hill. I never use vegan cream cheese. When I do eat cream cheese, I actually eat regular cream cheese still. But in this scenario, we'll be using this because it's vegan and this is a vegan dish. So you empty that out, your 4 ounces of cream cheese. Whisk that in there. Well, not whisk, I'm using this tool. But get that all up in there. Give yourself a nice consistency. It's getting thick. So now we are going to add in all of our different seasonings. So I'm starting off with onion powder. Also got this from Aldi's because they have seasonings as well. You don't have to shop at Whole Foods to be healthy. Using my onion powder, and I have a 1/2 tablespoon. So I'm going in with this. Go ahead and drop that in there. I have a 1/2 tablespoon of black pepper. You really can eyeball this, honestly, but I'm doing this so that you guys have step-by-step instructions. Oops. I like pepper, so that was okay for me. I do not have garlic powder, so in exchange for that, I'm just going to use a little bit of garlic salt. But if you have garlic powder, feel free to use that. That's what the recipe calls for. But I'm just substituting with something else. I believe I got this from Walmart. You can get any garlic salt. Literally gonna go in and get a 1/2 teaspoon. Get that, and now I'm just gonna whisk it together. I'm not done with my seasonings. I still need to add in my cayenne pepper, but that will be next. So now you see that it is thickening up. This is when you want to add in your other cup of coconut. I'm eyeballing this, but you want to add in a little bit more coconut milk so that you can loosen it up. So our roux is looking pretty good. I'm feeling like it's looking authentic, like real mac and cheese roux. It's definitely giving me that feel. It's giving me those vibes that I'm not just eating vegan food. I feel like I'm about to eat some real mac and cheese that came from a cow, but we didn't harm any cows in this process. 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You really can taste the cayenne pepper, so if you're not a spicy person, I would do a 1/2 because you feel the kick. So our roux is looking good. So in this video, I'm actually going to feature a brand called Kelly's Croutons. They make cheesy nutritional yeast specifically for dishes like this, and I think that'll just be a great addition. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. So we're gonna add in some nutritional yeast. I mean, when you're using a product like this, it's best to taste as you go. So I'm not going to tell you to do a tablespoon or a teaspoon because you literally have to taste it to see if this is the type of cheese that you like. So I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle some. I know that I want this to taste damn near like mac and cheese, so I'm using a good amount of this nutritional yeast. And this one is the cheesy Parm, so I'm assuming this is going to be so much better than the one I made the other day because this is made for like dishes like this. So we have our cheesy Parm up in there. You just go ahead and mix it in, whisk it in. I really think it's gonna make a difference. Like, I'm so excited to taste this because I made it without this product the other day and it tasted amazing. So I can only assume this version of it is gonna taste bomb. Like, vegan where? Vegan who? So our roux is done. Take a good look at that. That's how your ending roux should look, similar to this. you can kind of see the butter still. It just makes you feel like you're making real mac and cheese, and I guarantee you'll love this just like you like regular mac and cheese. So I'm waiting for my noodles to boil, and once that's done, we're gonna move on to the process of putting it in the pan. This recipe is so easy. You can literally make this every week if you're a macaroni and cheese person. And you won't feel guilty about it because it's vegan. I mean, I don't ever feel guilty when I eat cheese or something that's vegan cheese because it's not meat, I'm not killing anyone. And especially with this, you're not using dairy or eggs. So for all my lactose intolerant people out there, this is for you. It tastes just as good. Now I'm just mixing the roux up with the cheese that I already have in there. I'm actually going to add some sprinkles of Daiya cheese in there as well, just to give it an extra cheesy taste. So again, this brand, just sprinkling, literally taking a handful. Normally when I cook, I really eyeball a lot of stuff, so it's kind of hard for me to tell you what to use, but I'm doing my best. So I think that's good. Now we mix this up, and then we're going to throw it all in the pan. I already have my oven preheated to 350, and we'll cook this for about 30-35 minutes. I might be able to fill this whole thing up. And after we put all this mac and cheese in the pan, I'm gonna top it off with the Kelly Croutons crumbles. They make something specifically for mac and cheese or whatever dish you wanna make. And it's basically just like breadcrumbs, but they're vegan. So I think that'll be perfect for topping this off. So I'm gonna throw that on there, and then we're gonna throw it in the oven. I'm gonna use like a few of these, which are the actual Kelly Croutons. These are the croutons. As you can see, they're literally croutons. Then I'm going to add in their just crumbs, which is similar to the consistency of nutritional yeast, but it's crumbs. Real cheese, I feel like it's just natural to have some extra oomph to make it cheesy. Like, this is looking amazing, and I'm very excited for this. Like, I'm so pressed to eat this. And I plan on making this for my family for Thanksgiving. So if you're in the mood to cook, go ahead and try out my recipe and give it to your family. See if they can taste the difference, because I promise you this tastes just as good, if not better, especially using Kelly's Croutons products. I mean, it's gonna literally take this mac and cheese up to another fucking level. It's gonna be so good. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I can't wait for you guys to try some vegan goodness. So you can tell all your friends to stop shading vegans because we don't eat food. Yes, we do. Or vegetarians. We eat soul food just like the next person. So I'm about to pull this out, and then we will taste it to see how this version tastes with Kelly's Croutons products and whole food products. Okay. Hey guys, so now is the moment of truth. We went through the whole process of making this vegan mac and cheese, soul food, comfort food. I tried to make it as close as the way that you guys know how to make it with a roux, or, you know, if you make it a different way, this version should taste close to the real thing. So let's go ahead and dive in. It's probably hot. Wow, 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 wow. Look at that. Like, does that not look good? Does it not look like real mac and cheese? Like, I'm ready. And look at that little piece of bacon waiting on there for me. It's a little piece of bacon waiting for me. Like, come on coconut. Come on, flakes. Like, I'm through. It took me out already. This is so good. There's some crunch to this mac and cheese, y'all. Y'all need to get on. So go ahead and make your version of vegan mac and cheese. Be sure to make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel, because after you make this recipe, I promise you're going to be tuning in every week, because this mac and cheese is A1. Okay? So good.